Probably a lot of you guys are stuck on this stage, guys. And I'm talking about the storyline, and I'm talking about stage 10, the final boss. I gotta say, it is a very, very challenging boss, guys. In this video, I want to show you what strategy I used to defeat this boss, and I want to give you guys a few tips on how to ensure that you're gonna be able to defeat the boss. Starting with the very first thing. If you cannot beat it because you're really under-leveled, stop wasting your time in trying different characters. Go and advance a full team. You don't need to have them all advanced to rank 6, but having one character at least that's a damage dealer is going to be very, very important, because you're going to need to deal a lot of damage to free the rest of the team. This boss devours your characters, okay? So I'm going to walk you basically to what team I used in order to defeat this while still being under level. I did not have enough team power to basically beat the boss. The game will tell you, go and advance your characters, ascend them, etc. They kind of like have their own recommendation. So if I'm bringing up the video right here, I've tried it probably I've tried it 10 plus times. I started by using 3 damage dealers, 1 support. And that clearly did not work. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if something like this happens, where the boss devours your damage dealers and you're left with the support, you're instantly going to have to back out and retry it. There's nothing you can do. It's just RNG basically in there. So you're going to have to retry it till you are actually able to keep out a damage dealer. Now, in my case, right here, I have Morgan as a damage dealer. I have Kai, the rare character. Morgan, she is as well advanced to rank 6. Kai is the only one that's over level 50. And that's because I've put all of my eggs in one basket, okay? I farmed around 400-500 stamina in the leveling up dungeon for the XP, just to get my Kai as high as possible. And that really, really helped. Now, as you may notice, this is constantly failing with 3 damage dealers. So what I decided to do after, guys, was to basically drop in one of the damage dealers, and that was Tristan. Morgan just deals better damage, at least on my account at the moment. And I brought in another support character. So as you may notice, I brought in Isolde. And seems like I don't have more power actually, no, because that's 14,000, the boss has 15,000. So I went in with 2 support characters. I'm not calling this guy free to play or anything like that, guys. It is a lot of RNG if you're going to summon Sarah, if you're going to summon Isolde. But if I'm not mistaken, if I remember it correctly, Isolde is almost like guaranteed to drop in early on from some content. Because I always had her on the account in the beta when I played before, and when I've done my sponsor video like 1.5 years ago, I had her available. So either it's just a good coincidence, either you are getting her from some content. She's a healer. She's pretty good, right? So this was the team that I used, guys. And again, you have that RNG. Is a support character gonna be left on the board? Is the boss gonna devour all of my damage dealers? Thankfully for me in this run, the boss actually devoured all of the other champions except Kai. And this was the perfect outcome because she's the highest level in my team. She's just amazing in all of the content, not just here for this boss, right? And then I freed 1 support character, which again was very good RNG, because if the boss starts dealing a lot of damage, I can get to heal a little bit. Now, the boss putting that fear is just a bit too much, maybe. There's a lot of crazy things going on with this boss. Tons of damage, debuffs. Is a bit too much, I would say, for the normal mode campaign. But then it's challenging, and I liked it at the same time. Then we freed our Morgan, which means that now we can do a lot of damage and free the other character as well. So once I got both of my support characters out, guys, was basically a game of manual. You do have to manual some stages, because if not, you're not going to be able to beat them. So I've got my other support character out, and I kept my team alive. And that was the recipe to success for me. I will show you the builds that I have on them. And I'm not a filthy whale or anything like that. I did spend around $30 or so, maybe a bit less than $30. But basically, if I notice that I get stuck somewhere, I go and I do something else to really beef up my characters. And then I go back and do it. So I went to the forge, I got some 4-star gear, 3-star gear. Everybody can do that. So if you are trying to beat this and you cannot forge, just try to do other quests, other adventures and things like this that will give you materials to be able to forge, right? Very, very important. Now, my characters are getting pretty low here and there, so you might have bad RNG, they might die, so you're gonna have to retry it, basically. This boss has 2 forms, okay? So, basically 2 rounds. This is the first round, is definitely the more challenging one. The second one is not as insane. I actually got to heal my team back to full HP towards the end, which was really, really nice to see that I can do that with 2 support characters. So, 2 damage dealers, 2 support characters should allow you to get the job done, guys. That's it. That's what you need, right? So let me just quickly show you a bit what I'm doing. I'm constantly healing. Sarah has a vigor set. If you can get one on Isolde as well, it's gonna be nice. Counter-attack sets are massive. Counter-attack sets are massive. On healers, on damage dealers. Both of my healers heal with their basic skill. Or maybe Isolde doesn't, only Sarah. But either way, if Sarah counter-attacks, I'm gonna get a heal. And that will keep my team alive more. If Kai counterattacks, either she's gonna free my character much faster, either I'm just gonna take the boss faster, which overall is much, much better. You see, I'm already almost back on a full HP with all of my team. Now, on the second round right here, again, I'm getting pretty low, but then towards the end, I'm actually kind of like getting almost back to full HP, as you guys may notice. And this was basically what allowed me to defeat the boss with the team that I had. Now, let me quickly show you the builds on them. Yes, as I mentioned, my forge is level 3. I'm not farming gear. I actually have a beginner guide, kind of like with tips and stuff, to ensure that you're doing the right things to have a very good progression. So watch that if you're curious to find out more tips related to King Arthur. Don't bother with this. Okay, yes, you're gonna do it for some quests, missions, etc., just to kind of like be able to collect other rewards, but don't burn stamina in here because it's pointless to get 2-star and 3-star gear from those dungeons. The main place from where you're gonna get good gear is the forge, and you want to forge 2 different sets only. Don't go for crit rate and all of the sets that you're getting from campaign, from storyline. Go for a counter set and vigor set. This will be game changing. So this is something that you're going to want to do. You're getting 3-star gear and 4-star gear from here. That's how I got most of my gear. You have the Royal Road right here, which will give you tons of different rewards. You have, of course, the adventures. So make sure you guys are pushing on this as well if you're really stuck on the boss, because you're going to be able to collect better gear, right? So that's going to be overall very, very important. You have all of these achievements and other things that can give you different rewards. So heroes, this is my Kai right here, guys. This is the equipment on her. I do have legendary gear. I have 3-star gear. I did level up my gears, some of them to +9, some of them to +12, and that helped me out. I haven't done it by buying gear. It's free to play to basically get all of this as well. The only thing that I bought was basically a few summons here and there just to have a bit of fun, right? And if you're burning your gems on summons and you're not keeping it to basically buy some stamina, or at least try to split it half and half, you're not going to be able to basically level up your characters and progress in the game. So keep that in mind. You're going to have plenty of time to summon later on. So this is what she has on. It's not like we have god roll pieces or anything like that. We're far off from it. To be honest, it's pretty hard to even tell how the god roll pieces will look at the very moment. Then we have Morgana. I still like to call her on the proper way. So we have Morgana right here. She has a crit rate and an attack set. I have some 4-star. This was just from quests and stuff. Maybe even storyline. Maybe some of these pieces dropped after I defeated the boss and I just updated the builds actually. I know I got a 4-star. I think the chest piece was from there. From defeating the boss, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, 2-star gear. Tons of 2-star gear. Then we have support characters. Sarah has a vigor set and we have a health set. The forge is massive, okay? So definitely don't sleep on your forge. And I actually got enough materials to even send her to 1-star. So I got a ring right here, which doesn't really do much, but we got some extra HP, 279 HPs, and some attack speed, you know. Then if we are gonna go over to Isolde, I have basically 2 health and 1 defense set. All this gear came from doing the storyline, trying to basically do everything that can give me rewards in terms of quests and all that. And I did farm some dungeons in order to complete kind of like different missions, but I haven't went in and did tons of multi-battles in the dungeons, burst stamina on getting 2-star and 3-star gear, because that's something I would not actually recommend you to do, guys. But that was all for this one. I just wanted to show you basically the team that helped me to beat this boss. Pretty challenging. As I mentioned, I retried it quite a bit. I was stuck on it last night. Then I said, you know what? I'm gonna go farm some XP, power up my Kai, and then get back to it. I do have enough materials to basically advance another rare character to 6 stars, but there's no need for it. I wanted to show you that you can do it by having 1 or 2 of them advance to 6 stars, because it is a bit more challenging to get that done. As usual, much love. If you enjoyed the content, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.